Yeah, exactly. I mean, James knows all about it. He's done more than I have as far as going out there and getting, going to LA. And
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd classify it as more or less. It's just like we took different paths and we both had the same goal of like, let's experience what it is that we want to experience.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's a big part of it is making that experience real. Like whatever it is, whether it's doing a show like that, booking a guest, doing a talk show, like a podcast, whatever, it's just having it become a reality to you to solidify that in your mind. Like, wow, this is a thing. This actually can happen. And if I can do it once, I can do it twice, 5, 10, 200 times.
Exactly.
Or you could potentially make it your full-time thing, you know?
And it's funny because you and I were having that conversation before the show even started, and we were talking about like how you do it, and you were just saying like you're just so determined to keep going. And it's even like what you said with the show with Rech. You were like, you didn't know how you were going to make it happen, but you were like, yo, I got to find a way to do it. I got to find a way to
let me go to a bank.
It's like, how determined are you? Like whatever it is you want to accomplish, like how determined are you to actually get to that point?
It's really what it was, yeah. Because I could have just been like, I don't have the money. There's no way I can get the money. I'll just do it next time. And I would have missed out on a great opportunity. More than just making money, it was just a great, build connections and all sorts of stuff. It's just get out there and just do it. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I was reaching out to the manager and talking about back-end deal. I didn't know what a back-end was. Talking about
making up terminology, and they're like, I don't know what this kid's talking about.
I'm literally Googling it. He's telling me stuff, and I'm like, Googling, like, what is a back-end deal? Like, oh, okay. Yeah. I get on the phone with him talking like I know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
But see, that's exactly like what needs to be done.
Right.
Is when you just take the first step, you take, like whatever it takes to just get the ball rolling, and then you're immersed in it, and you're like, well, I got to figure it out now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that was funny. There's no turning back at that point. Like you already have a contract book with this guy. He's coming. Like the money's being exchanged. People signing legal documents.
It was.
So I can't tell you how many stories I've heard from and the higher up in the kind of success ladder, you want to call it, that you go, the more prominent these stories become, where someone really just dove into a situation where they're like, I don't know how I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make the commitment, whether it's financial or otherwise. And they just, it's kind of like the universe conspires. I don't know. I'm not really like a mystical type of person.
No, but I agree with you completely. Because I've heard that multiple times from people who are super successful. And they're like, I just started doing it. And it just started like, the things started coming into place for me. It's like you're saying almost like the universe just transpired with them or whatever you want to call it.
Well, it's like, I think once you're that clear on what it is that you want to do, that clarity on your goals or the actual, there's a show coming, you get this guy booked. Like, what are you going to do if I have an empty arena?
Right.
So it's, it's every resource is pulled out. Every call is made, right? Everyone is contacted that could possibly make this happen, and your world just revolves around like creating a success out of it. So I think it's a matter of, that's what the whole thing with like thoughts become things, or knowledge is power. The actions are what make it
right.
real.
I agree. Because you can't just think something into existence, but if you're thinking it and then you take action on it, you can actually find out.
The first step is definitely getting it in their mind, and then making it tangible by doing it.
Yeah, I bet if you didn't actually believe it was a possibility, right? I mean, it's like you would have...
At that time, did you believe it was really going to happen?
Honestly, I was like not really sure. I was like, I hope this works out. Like, let me reach out to the manager, see what he says. I'm like, he might not even get back to me because this artist is really big. He's got like a couple 100,000 followers on Instagram. His manager's not going to get back to me.
I've reached out to tons of people. They don't get back to me.
We all have, man. We all have.
You got to take a shot in the dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just figured worst comes to worst, he doesn't answer me, then whatever. I'm in no worse position than I am right now without having...
Exactly. That's a great way to look at it. Like, what did you have to lose by doing that?
Yeah.
And that's the thing